Good evening, Lancer fans, and welcome to Lawrence High School here in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this matchup in varsity football between the Lowell Red Raiders and your Lawrence High School Lancers. The Lancers come into the game with a record of 0-4, looking for their first win under new head coach Randy Audate. Meanwhile, Lowell comes in with a record of 1-4. We want to thank you for joining us this evening on this LPS media broadcast. My name is Jay Oza, here with you for all the play-by-play commentary. We are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the kickoff.
Es por esto que tomó un segundo trabajo. Es por esto que hará lo que sea para no perder su casa. Y es por esto que queremos ayudarlo. Formamos parte de Making Home Affordable, un recurso gubernamental gratuito que ayuda a hacer los pagos hipotecarios con más facilidad. Llame hoy mismo al 888-995-HOPE.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. We want to thank you for joining us this evening on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. Tonight in varsity football, the Lowell Red Raiders and their 1-4 record take on your Lawrence High School Lancers at 0-4. It's Friday, October 12th, 2018, and we want to thank you for joining us, whether it's on Comcast Channel 99, Verizon Channel 41, or on YouTube. Welcome in for tonight's varsity football matchup. Tonight, the Lancers in search of their first win under head coach Randy Audate, the 29-year-old first-year head coach from the Everett High School graduation class of 2006, former Merrimack College linebacker. He and the Lancers are hoping for their first win of the season, and the Lancers will be kicking off to Lowell to start off this game. And it's going to be number 14, Maverick Mejia, the kicker, to kick things off for the Lancers. It's going to be Eric Sanchez to do the kicking duties for the Lancers tonight instead of Mejia. And we are just about set now, underway here from Lawrence. The Lancers at 0-4, the Raiders at 1-4. And the kickoff will be returned all the way up to the 33-yard line, and that is where Aiden Foyle, the senior quarterback, and the Red Raider offense will set up shop for their first drive of this ball game. It was Brendan Ty Jr. on the return, and he was able to get it out to the 34-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. The quarterback, Aiden Foyle, 5'10", 180 in the shotgun formation. Two wide receivers on either side of the formation. Fakes the handoff, bubble screen, near side, and the defense is ready. Brendan Ty with the reception, a gain of only 1. Lara on the tackle for LHS. 2nd and 9 coming up, no huddle for the Red Raiders. 2 wide receiver set, 1 to either side, 2 backs in the backfield for Foyle. Man in motion is Ty, and we have whistles before the play. And that's going to be a false start. So 2nd and 9 becomes 2nd and 14. New line of scrimmage after the penalty is the Lowell 30-yard line. Same formation for the Raiders. Once again, Ty in motion, and he's going to take the sweep, and he's got running room. Ty with a first down and more. Ty gets it all the way into Lancer territory, and he is down. Makes it all the way to the 46-yard line, just about. And on 2nd and 14, the Red Raiders convert. Three wide receiver set, 2 to the far side right. Screen out to the right side. This time it's Ty once again. His 2nd reception. Ty has had touches on every single play so far. And it's a gain of about 9 yards. He's a yard short of the first. 4 wide receiver set now, 3 to the near side left. Screen near side is off the mark. Foyle's incomplete for the first time tonight. Intended for number 22, Darren Div. Once again, no huddle for the Raider offense. Shotgun formation, 1 back in the backfield. It's a 4 wide receiver set with 2 to either side. Foyle takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pass up the middle, looking for Ty, incomplete. Good coverage by Espinal on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down situation. Raiders with no hesitation, they leave the offense on the field. They go without a huddle here on 4th and 1. And it's a bubble screen to the far side, incomplete, intended for Ty. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Lancers will take over. Aiden Foyle couldn't get the completion to an open Brendan Ty. And Tamayo and the Lancer offense will take over. Line of scrimmage, 38-yard line of Lawrence here with 9:08 remaining in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Lancers. Here we go, first possession of the game for Tamayo and LHS. It's a 4 wide receiver shotgun formation, 2 wide to either side, 1 back in the backfield. Tamayo calling signals. Tamayo takes the snap. It's going to be Vargas who loses yardage. Gianni Vargas loses maybe 3 yards on 1st down. And 2nd and 13 coming up from the Lancer 35-yard line. Lancers need to get it to their own 48 for a 1st down. Lancers huddling up. Same formation for the Lancers with 4 wide, 1 back in the backfield. Tamayo takes the snap and he hands it off again. Vargas, he gets some running room, was initially stopped at the line of scrimmage, bounces out to the left side and gets some positive yardage here on 2nd down. Picks up about 8, brings it all the way to the Lancer 45. Nice job by Vargas, bouncing off the contact and breaking it outside. 3rd down and about 3 coming up for the Lancers. Tamayo with the play from the sideline, trying to keep this drive alive here. Lancers' first drive of the ball game, scoreless here in Lawrence at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Robert Fitzgerald Field. Lancers looking for their first win under their new head coach, 29-year-old Randy Audate. Tamayo in the shotgun. Man in motion. This time, looks like it's Vargas. There's a flag down. He's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down, losing about 3 yards. And we'll check the flag. It's going to be holding against Lawrence. And that play did not work out well. No misdirection. Penalty is going to be declined, and that's going to force the Lancers into a 4th down situation. Line of scrimmage is the 41. Looks like a punting situation as they're going to need 7 to pick up the first. And it looks like the punting team is on. Ty is back to return the punt. And it's going to be Sanchez to punt. Ty is back deep, standing on his own 29-yard line, whistles before the snap. The flag is waved off. And we're all set for 4th and 7. Snap is good. The punt nearly blocked, but he gets it away. Flag down as the punt takes a Lancer bounce, and it's going to roll all the way down to about the 18-yard line. A great punt. 41-yard punt. Goes about 41 yards. Sanchez was just able to get it away, but let's check the flag here. And penalty is going to go against Lawrence. 6:49 here to go in the first quarter of a scoreless game. 1-4 Red Raiders visiting the 0-4 Lancers. And it's going to be Lowell's second possession of this ball game. And so after the 41-yard punt, the Lancers down the ball at the Lowell 18-yard line. And after the penalty, it looks like they're going to replay 4th down, and the Lancers will have to punt it again. So that negates a really nice punt by Eric Sanchez. The penalty is an illegal block against LHS. 15-yard penalty for the chop block. And so that's a tough field position situation here for the Lancers as they're forced 15 yards back. And the Raiders should get some pretty good field position out of this. Sanchez the punt, this time not nearly as good. Can he get it into Raider territory at least? Yes, he does. And it takes a Lancer bounce. And the ball is down at about the 46-yard line. This time it's a 30-yard punt. Asensio is able to down it. And here we go. Red Raiders will have their second drive of the ball game. Their first drive stalled out on a 4th and 3 on an incompletion by Aiden Foyle, trying to get it to Brendan Ty. Brendan Ty with a lot of touches on that first drive. Let's see if he gets it again. This time it's a handoff to the running back. And the Lancer defense was ready. It's going to be a loss of yardage. Kevin Irizarry on the carry. It's a big loss. About 5-yard loss as Irizarry was brought down by the Lancer D. 2nd and 15 coming up. Shotgun formation, one back in the backfield for Foyle. 3 wide to the near side left. Foyle back to throw. The lefty under pressure. He throws it. Complete to Ty, and what a tackle. Excellent tackle there made by Asensio. Great defense and more loss of yardage. A loss of 5, maybe 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and a full country mile. 21 yards needed to pick up the first. Lowell needs to get it all the way to the Lancer 46-yard line, 44-yard line rather, and it's a shotgun formation, 3 wide to the far side right. Foyle under all kinds of pressure. It was almost picked off by the defensive lineman, number 90, Jeremiah Lazada. Oh, man. Lazada with the excellent pass breakup. If he could have only got another hand on that one, he could have taken that one to the house. Lowell will be forced to punt here on 4th down and 21. Michael Menezes is back to punt for the Raiders. Lara is back to return the punt. The snap a little off to the right. Menezes gets the punt away. Lara grabs it, he drops it. The ball is loose and it's recovered. It goes out of bounds. And it's Lancer football. Scary moment for the Lancers. But they will get the ball as the ball did go out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Lancers, holding their breath on that punt, will get their second chance on offense from their own 33. They'll start their second drive of the ball game. 1st and 10 here with 5:18 remaining in the first quarter of a scoreless game. One back in the backfield for Tamayo. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. And here we go, 1st and 10. Tamayo back to throw, fires near side, complete. Catch is made by Avion Proc. Proc pretty satisfied with that play as he transferred from Lowell. New line of scrimmage after the completion is the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Lancers here. Just under 5 minutes to go here in a scoreless first quarter. 4 wide again, this time 3 to the far side left for Tamayo. 1 running back to his right. Man in motion is Lara. Handoff up the middle to Santel. Santel gets close to a 1st down, and the chains will move. Brandon Santel has made his name on defense as a linebacker. Nice article about him today in the Eagle Tribune and his journey to becoming varsity football star. He gets the carry here and picks up a 1st down. 1st and 10 Lancers from their own 44. Same formation, 4 wide, 3 to the far side left, 1 back in the backfield for Tamayo. Under 4 minutes to play now, scoreless first quarter. Tamayo takes the snap, hands it off, and there goes Santel. Had 1 tackle to break. He manages to get at least 5, maybe 6 yards. They give him 5. Under 5, maybe 4. Now they're going to give him 5. 49-yard line, the new line of scrimmage. 3:30 to go here in the first. Lawrence happy to take their time, huddle up before each play. Same formation for the Lancers with Santel in the backfield. This time it's a pass to the near side, caught by Anthony Garcia. He's returning from injury today after recovering from a concussion. Garcia gets a couple pats on the helmet, his first catch. He picks up the 1st down after the 8-yard pickup. And the Lancers are driving here. 43-yard line of Lowell, the line of scrimmage after the 1st down reception by Garcia. Same formation. Santel remains in the backfield for Tamayo. Garcia, the lone wide receiver on the near side right. Tamayo takes the snap. Hands off to Santel, plowing forward. Short gain of about 3. On the tackle, Villanueva of Lowell. 2nd down coming up for the Lancers. Methodically driving their way down the field, mixing up the run and the pass. Tamayo with the play from the bench. Tamayo with 4 wide, Santel in the backfield, looking at the 4-3 defense of Lowell. Man in motion is Proc. Proc with the reception behind the line of scrimmage, and he's just barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And in fact, a short loss of about a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and about 9 needed to pick up the 1st. Vargas back into the game for the Lancers, and so is Justin Olivero. And a pretty big 3rd down here early in this ball game. Can the Lancers keep the drive alive? Could be 4-down territory if they're able to get close to the sticks. Tamayo calls for Lara to go in motion. It's a handoff up the middle. Santel picks up a couple, only 2. He gets it to the 40, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He needs 6 to pick up the 1st. Offense is going to stay on the field here. 4th and 6, and let's see what the Lancers have in the playbook for a 4th and 6 here on the Lowell 40. 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation, 3 to the near side right. And Santel in the backfield for Tamayo. Whistles before the play and a flag down. Lowell defense applauding the call. And it's going to be a false start against the Lancers. 4th and 6 now becomes 4th and 11. And so let's see what the Lancers want to do. A couple weeks ago against Central, we saw the pooch punt. So keep an eye out for the good old-fashioned pooch punt. We could see Tamayo just punt it out of the shotgun formation. It appears as though they could be going for it. 3 wide to the near side right, 1 to the far side left. They're going for it. Tamayo back to pass, heaves it over the middle, and it's caught right at the sticks. Could be a first down, it could be just short. The reception by Lara, and he ends up just a yard short of the first down. It's a turnover on downs. The Lancer offense, are they staying on the field here? Maybe looking for a measurement at least. Yeah, they're going to call for a measurement, so no turnover on downs, at least not yet. And it looks like the Lancers might have gotten a really good spot here. From the naked eye, it looked like he was just a bit short. And the chain gang over on the far side was ready for Lowell to take over. But the Lancers got a pretty good spot here. And the offense could be staying on the field. Let's just wait for the measurement. So close, ever so close, and it's a first down, Lawrence. The Lancers catch a huge break here. The sideline on the near side erupts. And the Lancers keep the drive alive with the conversion on 4th and 11. We're nearing the end of the first quarter. And in fact, that was the end of the first quarter. We want to thank you for joining us here this evening on LPS Media. The score after 1 quarter, Lowell 0, Lancers 0. Here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. We will take this opportunity to remind you that we broadcast on Comcast Channel 99 and Verizon Channel 41. LPS Media broadcasts 24 hours a day, covering events at all of the wonderful Lawrence Public Schools. Some of our regular programming includes LHS Sports, theatrical productions, and all kinds of other shows. Check out Lawrence Public Schools on YouTube to watch LPS Media all day, every day, on any device. Get the app or open up your favorite browser and you can watch over 1,000 videos from the last 6 years. So after 1 scoreless quarter, Lancers pick up a big first down on a 4th and 11. Perhaps a little bit of a generous spot after that reception by Lara. Lancers will take it though, and here we go, back to the action. First play of the second quarter coming up, shotgun formation. Santel in the backfield. It's a bubble screen near side to Lara, gets a block, and Lara can't quite break it out into the open field, but he gets a few. And that's going to bring up a second down and about 8 as Lara couldn't break the tackle. He gets tripped up at the 32-yard line, and it's second down. Second and 8 for the Lancers, huddling up as they have been all night. It's a 4 wide receiver set with 3 on the far side right of the formation. Once again, Santel in the backfield for Tamayo. He takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, fires over the middle, complete to Lara. First down, Lancers, almost into the red zone. The Lancers rolling here on offense. New line of scrimmage after the reception by Lara is the Lowell 22-yard line. And let's see what the Lancers have in their red zone playbook. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Tamayo with the play from the sideline. He jogs in. The Lancers huddle and approach the line of scrimmage. Another 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the near side left. Santel in the backfield for Tamayo. Tamayo looking near side, pressure coming, incomplete, intended for Asensio. That pass just a little bit too tall for Asensio. And 2nd and 10 coming up for the Lancers. Lancers need the Lowell 12-yard line to pick up a first. Clock stopped with 9:32 to go here in the second quarter. Let's go Lawrence is the chant from the crowd here on the near side at Veterans Memorial. Again, 3 wide to the near side left with Santel in the backfield for Tamayo. Takes the snap. Keeper for Tamayo, finds some running room. Tamayo, he's got it inside the 10. First down and goal for the Lancers. Flags all over the place as there was some extracurricular activity here on the near side.
He picks up a Lancer first down inside the Lowell 5-yard line.
And it's going to be a personal foul. And it looks like it could be offsetting personal foul penalties. And over on the near side, a couple of pushes, and that's going to be a 15-yard personal foul against Lawrence. So 1st and goal is negated, and the 15-yard pickup is negated back to the 22-yard line. Go the Lancers. The first down will stand, and so the Lancers has 1st and 10, and we're back at the 22. $9:10 to go here, second quarter. After the late hit by Lawrence, the Lancers would have had 1st and goal, but it's 1st and 10. From the Lowell 22, 4 wide receiver set, 2 to either side, and it's going to be another false start, I believe. Yep. No, it's not a false start. It's going to be a timeout called by Lawrence High. They want to regroup here before this 1st and 10 play. Folks, we'd like to take this opportunity to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Get the app or open up your browser to watch our videos. We have over 1,000 from the last 6 years. Currently featured, the girls volleyball team here at LHS is 12-0. They recently defeated Methuen 3-0. They also recently defeated 10-2, now 10-3 Tewksbury, 3-1. So you can check that out on our LPS Media YouTube channel. Of course, we also have the INT School News Show from October 5th and the Headmaster's Update from Michael Fiato of the LHS campus. Remember, you can check out all those videos and so much more, previous sports games, concerts, and theatrical performances on the LPS Media YouTube channel.
1st and 10 Lawrence with the Lowell 22.
Tamayo in the shotgun, as he has been all night. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to either side with Santel in the backfield. Tamayo takes the snap, back to throw on 1st down, fires over the middle, intercepted. And it's going to be Lowell ball inside their own 5-yard line. What an interception there, diving over the middle. Brendan Ty, the wide receiver and defensive back, puts an end to a very promising Lancer drive. And we remain scoreless here in Lawrence. 0-0 here in the second quarter. Brendan Ty getting it done on offense and now on defense as well. And Lowell has the ball on their own 3-yard line as Ty was touched before hitting the ground on the interception. Here we go, 1st and 10 Raiders after the interception. Extra blocking in there. Oh, what a tackle! It could be a safety! Oh, but the referee says he was down at maybe the 1-yard line. The entire Lancer bench calling for the safety. What a tackle. I believe it was Eric Sanchez who got in there. So Sanchez makes the tackle, driving back the running back, but no gain, no loss on the play either. Another blitz, and this time the Lancers get a safety. Brandon Santel! Oh man, what a tackle by Santel. He is fired up on the near sideline. 2-0 Lancers. And what a way to get on the board. After giving up the ball on an interception, Brandon Santel with the tackle in the end zone. And the Lancers take a 2-0 lead on the Red Raiders. What a way to open up the scoring here tonight in Lawrence. Brandon Santel, unbelievable tackle. They thought they had the safety on 1st down. They didn't. On 2nd down, they bring the house. A blitz right up the middle. And the Lancers will get the ball back after the safety. What a sequence there. An interception, and then no gain on 1st down, and a safety on 2nd down. So it's going to be Vargas and Lara back to return the safety kickoff, which comes from the 20-yard line. So the Lancers should get pretty solid field position out of this. Nice line drive kick. Great catch there by Lara. And Lara's got a chance for a nice return. Makes a move. Lara gets it almost all the way up to midfield. He's brought down at about the 47-yard line of Lawrence. Lancers get a pretty solid spot there. We thought he was taken down at about the 47, but Lara was able to fall forward and he gets it to midfield. The Lancer offense was able to get it rolling on their last drive before the interception. And let's see what they can do here. Four wide receiver set for Tamayo. 3 to the near side left. Jacob takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Vargas. It's a quarterback keeper up the middle, close to a 1st down. And a flag is down. Looks like he got about 9. And let's check the flag.
9 yards on the play, and there's a penalty flag.
Nice pink flag, and that's going to be holding against the Lancers. And so that play will be negated. And a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the hold.
So we will replay 1st down. This time it'll be 1st and 15.
And so the Lancers will end up losing about 5 yards off the penalty. So the new line of scrimmage after the penalty. The Lancers on their own 45-yard line. 1st and 15 coming up. Another shotgun formation. 2 wide to either side for Tamayo. Jacob takes the shotgun snap, hands it off. And a short gain on 1st down. It's Vargas plowing it up the middle, gains only a yard. 2nd and 14 coming up from the 46-yard line of Lawrence. Lancers leading 2-0 on the safety by Brandon Santel. Just over 7 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Again, it's 2nd down and 14. Mayo in the shotgun, staring into the 4-3 defense of Lowell. Vargas in the backfield in this 4 wide receiver set. Back to throw, dumps it off. Vargas with the catch, makes a move. And Vargas is hit in Lowell territory. And that creates a nice situation for the Lancers as he picks up 12. And Vargas comes back to the sideline. And that's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down situation. 3rd and 3. Lancers trying to get to the Lowell 40 to pick up a first. Should be 4 down territory for the Lancers, as long as they don't lose yardage here on this 3rd down and 3. Here, middle stages, the 2nd quarter, Lancers leading 2-0 on the safety. 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the far side right. Santel is back in the backfield. Tamayo takes the snap, looking near side for Garcia, makes the catch, picks up the 1st down, but flags are down. Garcia signals 1st down, but let's check the flag. That's his 2nd catch of the game. And let's see what the penalty is. It's a chop block against the Lancers. It's a 15-yard penalty. And that's a big swing in field position. Again, that's a 2nd chop block called against Lawrence so far in this game. Costly penalty, as the Lancers would have picked up a 1st down. Now it's 3rd and about 18 or so. And let's see what the Lancers have ready for a 3rd and 18 on their own 42. Four wide for Tamayo, 2 to either side. Santel in the backfield, 5.5 to play in the 2nd quarter, and we're gonna have a timeout called by the Lancer offense. Again, timeout coming with 5:30 to go in the 2nd with the score, Lancers 2, Red Raiders, nothing.
Congratulations go out to the Lawrence Lancer Unified Basketball Team, who played the first.
We'll take this opportunity, folks, to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools website on any browser and on any device. Just head over to lawrence.k12.ma.us. Currently featured Ways to Help. Families are still suffering from the impact of the 2018 gas explosions. You can donate food and personal products to the Lawrence Senior Center. More info at wearelawrence.org. Also, the High School Learning Center held its annual family night back on Thursday, September 27th, and the Lancer JROTC Battalion will be in competition on December 1st. Remember, you can read about all these events and so much more at the LPS homepage, lawrence.k12.ma.us.
3rd down Lawrence.
So after the timeout called by LHS, it's 3rd down, 18 needed to pick up the first. Lancers need to get it all the way across midfield to the Lowell 40 to pick up a first. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to either side with Santel in the backfield for Jacob Tamayo. Pump fakes near side and he's gonna take a sack. He lost the football. And it's recovered by Lowell.
Lowell football.
And the Lancers don't even get a chance to punt it away here on 3rd and 18. A strip sack recovered by Lowell High School senior captain, basketball star Rashawn Settles, recovering the fumble. And Lowell will have phenomenal field position. 1st and 10 from the Lancer 37-yard line. Let's see how costly that turnover is, as we have flags down before the snap. And the referee picks up the flag. He thought perhaps there were 12 men on the field, but we are good to go here. 1st and 10 Red Raiders after the strip sack. Now we have a whistle once again, and this time it's a timeout called by Lowell. And the timeout comes with 4:57 remaining here in the second quarter. Once again, the score, Lancers 2, Red Raiders nothing. Folks, we want to thank you as always for joining us here on LPS Media. We'll take this opportunity to remind you that November 6, 2018 is Election Day. You can still register to vote. The deadline to register in Massachusetts is Wednesday, October the 17th. For more information and to register online, visit vote.gov. Once again, check out vote.gov on any device. This message brought to you by your friends at LPS Media.
After knocking off his goal this evening, 3 sets to 1.
All right, now we're ready for a 1st and 10. Foyle takes the snap, plows forward. Decent gain on 1st down, 4, maybe 5 yards. Aiden Foyle, senior quarterback, 5'10", 180. Give him 3. He gets it to the Lancer 34, no huddle for Lowell. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to either side for Foyle. 1 back in the backfield. Bubble screen, far side, poked away, great defense. Excellent job by Gianni Vargas in coverage. Just poking that one away at the last moment to force the incompletion. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Red Raiders. Could be 4 down territory. So it looks like they'll have 2 chances to pick up this 1st down. It's a 3 wide receiver set. And it's a handoff. Good defense. This is going to create a 4th down. Irizarry, number 21, sophomore running back, picks up only a yard. And it's 4th down. 7 needed to pick up the 1st. Can the Lancers pick up a big stop? This could be a huge momentum swing in this game. Can Lowell keep the drive alive? Blitz coming in from Lawrence. Foyle under pressure, over the middle, incomplete with Vargas in coverage. He was looking right over the middle. Vargas is in the right spot. The Lancers force a turnover on downs. That is a big, big time play here in the 1st half, as Lowell had a golden opportunity to take the lead after the strip sack and fumble recovery. They can't get their offense in gear though, and they turn it over on downs. Lancer football here with 3:49 to work with in the second quarter. The Lancers will return the second half kickoff. Tamayo and the Lancers back to work. Vargas in the backfield, 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the near side left. Vargas takes the handoff, breaks the tackle, can't break the second though. Gains only a yard. He gets it to the 35. On the tackle, Brendan Ty of Lowell. He has been all over the field tonight. Had an interception earlier in the game. That interception at the 3-yard line leading to the Brandon Santel safety. The only points on the board so far tonight. It's a 2-0 lead for the Lancers here with 3:10 to go in the 1st half. Once again, a 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the near side left. It's Santel in the backfield for Tamayo. Takes the shotgun snap, screen pass near side. Great defense by Lowell as Lara is tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's Phoenix Keth. What a tackle by Keth. And we're gonna have a timeout called by Lowell here with 2:51 to go in the second quarter. Lowell trying to preserve some time here. If they can get another stop and force a punt, they'll have plenty of time to work with to get the ball back and try and score once before halftime. Tamayo with the play from the sideline. 2:51 to go here in the first half. It's going to be third down. 14 needed to pick up the first. Lancers need to get it to their own 44. Let's see if Jacob Tamayo can get some time to throw here. Tamayo with Santel in the backfield. Scrambles to his right. Tamayo's going to run with it. Breaks it out, off tackle right. Getting close to a first down. Tamayo! He picks it up. Jacob Tamayo on the keeper, goes off tackle right. What a scramble by Jacob. Oh, and he keeps the drive alive here. 2:42 to go in the second. Jacob Tamayo, unbelievable run up the far side to pick up a Lancer first down on 3rd and 14. Clock rolling here, 2:30 to go, unofficial time remaining in the second quarter. 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the near side left. Santel in the backfield for Jacob Tamayo. Let's see if they give him a chance to catch his breath. Fires over the middle, caught by Lara. Gets it over midfield. Pickup of about 5 yards on first down. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Lancers. Lancers still taking their time here. In no rush with now under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Vargas comes back into the game for the Lancers, and we have a whistle. And this will be the 2-minute warning. So Lara gets a good spot after the reception. 2nd and about 4. Lara goes in motion. Lara needs to break a tackle. He does, swings it around, and Lara is able to gain 2. That play looked like it was going to be blown up well behind the line of scrimmage. Lara makes a nice move and is able to pick up about a yard. 3rd and about 3 to go. From the Lowell 47. Under 1:30 to go here in the second quarter. Lancers perhaps with 2 downs to try and pick up 3 yards. A little bit of urgency here as the offensive line sprints up to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide receiver set. Santel in the backfield for Tamayo. Tamayo to throw on 3rd and 3. He's going to keep it. He's got 1 man to beat. First down, Lancers, as Tamayo is ripped down from behind. And that's going to be a flag, a horse collar style tackle. And that could be a personal foul against Lowell. Let's just wait for the call, though, as the pink flag goes flying. It is a personal foul for the horse collar tackle, and that's going to be a free 15 yards for the Lancers.
Penalty against Lowell for a personal foul. That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
Lancers in business here.
Deep into Lowell territory. Lawrence will have 1st and 10 at the Lowell 26-yard line.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. New line of scrimmage is going to end up being the 26 of Lowell. Lancers threatening here. They've got a 2-0 lead. And they've got just over a minute to work with. Four wide receiver set. Santel, the lone running back in the backfield for Jacob Tamayo. Jacob to throw on first down, complete to Anthony Garcia, but it's a false start before the snap. So 5-yard penalty. And the new line of scrimmage will be the 31, and that brings up a first down and 15. Anthony T.D. Garcia Had all kinds of room to work with after he caught that screen pass. The Lancer crowd giving a big round of applause for the Lancer volleyball team. Lancer girls volleyball team currently 13-0. The Lancer girls are 13-0 after defeating Haverhill just moments ago. And the crowd is going crazy right now as the Lancer girls, standing on the far side of the field, getting a huge round of applause. The great camaraderie between these Lancer teams. Even the Lancer football team on the bench here on the near sideline, giving them a round of applause. What a program, the girls volleyball team. So 1st and 15 for the Lancers, 40 seconds till halftime. The Lancers trying to get into the end zone. Tamayo going deep, far side right, jump ball, caught for the touchdown! Anthony T.D. Garcia! The Lancers lead 8-0 with the PAT pending. What a throw by Tamayo. What a catch by Anthony Garcia. And what a moment here in Lawrence this evening. Amazing moment. Girls volleyball team comes out. They get their moment. Jacob Tamayo, plenty of time to throw, and it's a 31-yard touchdown reception for T.D. Garcia. Anthony, we're gonna watch that one in English class on Monday. PAT pending here, 32 seconds, the unofficial time remaining in the second quarter. And let's see what the plan is here. Do the Lancers want to kick, or do they want to go for two? Interesting formation here. Garcia and Lara lined up to the near side left. Santel in the backfield. Tamayo out there in the shotgun formation. Lancers could be going for two here. They're up 8-0. Perhaps wanting to go up 10-0. Looks like they're gonna go for two. Here we go. Tamayo in the shotgun, takes the snap, he's gonna keep it. He's gotta make a couple moves and he's gonna come up short. So PAT no good, but the score after one of the most exciting moments in recent memory here in Lancer football. Anthony Garcia with a 31-yard touchdown reception. Unofficial time on the scoreboard, 32 seconds to go until halftime. Scoring summary so far this evening, it's an 8-0 lead for the Lancers after the safety by Brandon Santel to make it 2-0. And then just a moment ago, a 31-yard touchdown reception by Anthony Garcia to make it 8-0. And we are just moments away from halftime. And let's see what Lowell wants to do. If they're gonna get some decent field position, they might try and put some offense together. Well, let's just see. Sanchez will get ready to kick it off here. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. And a fair catch called for at the 25-yard line of Lowell. Settles settled under it. And he calls for the fair catch. And Foyle and the Red Raiders will have about 30 seconds to work with. So the 27-yard line will be the line of scrimmage First and 10 Red Raiders. And let's see what they want to do here. They want to try and work their way up the field. They need about 73 yards. And let's see if they're going to go for it or if they're going to play it conservatively. The Lancers will return the second half kickoff. First and 10 Lowell. 3 wide receiver set for the Red Raiders. It's going to be a handoff to Ty. Ty, with a little bit of running room, gets it to about the 32-yard line. And after the play, immediately after the play, Lowell calls for timeout. Clock stopped. Unofficial time, 17 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's been a solid first half so far for the Lancers. Lancer defense pitching a shutout thus far. And despite over 60, maybe 70 yards in penalty yardage given up by the Lancers, they have themselves an 8-0 lead. And as long as they don't give up anything big here, they will start off the second half with the ball and an 8-point lead. And let's see what Lowell wants to do. They called timeout after the last running play. Conservative on the first play of this drive. Let's see if they want to take a shot or two. They've got the time for it. It's another running play. This time it's Ty. Again, it's Ty. And he is brought down at about the 34-yard line. Zada on the tackle for Lawrence. He heads to the near sideline. And that's the end of the first half, folks. We want to thank you so much for joining us here on LPS Media. Our score at halftime, Lancers 8, Red Raiders nothing. Here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the second half.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish! In your face! In your face!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
For halftime, April leads Andover High School 7-0. Lawrence will proceed to open the second half.
Here in Lawrence. Lancers leading this thing by a score of 8-0. Thanks to a Brandon Santel safety and a 31-yard touchdown reception by Anthony Garcia. And we are underway here in the second half.
Kickoff is covered by Lawrence's number 75,
Lancers.
Mark
Wilmo is able to
No return.
grab the kickoff, no return.
First and 10.
And the Lancers will take over their first drive of the second half.
36-yard line.
About to begin their line of scrimmage, their own 36. Lancers head coach, 29-year-old Everett High grad, Randy Audate, looking for his first win as a Lancers head coach. He's got them in a pretty good situation. 8-0 here, beginning of the third quarter. Lancer ball. Jacob Tamayo out there in the shotgun formation with Santel to his left, 2 wide to either side. Tamayo is going to hand it off to Santel, off tackle right. Santel is able to pick up about 4 yards on first down.
Picks up 4
Second and
yards.
6 coming up for the Lancers here on their first drive of the second half.
Second down, Lawrence. Number 22, Darren Dibb, made the stop for Lowell.
Div on the tackle for the Red Raiders. Red Raiders have been unable to capitalize on 2 Lancer turnovers, an interception and a fumble recovery, a strip sack fumble recovery. 8-0. Lancers on top here. Same formation. Tamayo gonna throw, fires it far side. It's caught by Proc, close to a first down. Looks like he comes up maybe just short of going out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And he's a yard short. 3rd and 1 coming up. Less than a yard needed to pick up the first. Let's see what the Lancers want to do here on 3rd and short. Tamayo has been very accurate, passing out of the shotgun formation. 15 attempts and 13 completions. Let's see if they want to hand it up to Santel. Plow it up the middle here on 3rd and short. They do, and Santel is going to come up well short, losing yardage. And let's see what the Lancers want to do. Losing a yard. 4th and 2 coming up. Will it be a punting situation for the Lancers? It looks like they're going to bring on the punting unit.
And it's an apparent punting situation. Number 23, Eric Sanchez, back to punt.
It's going to be Eric Sanchez.
Brendan Ty deep to
Getting ready to punt it for the Lancers. And number 16, Brendan Ty, is back deep to return the punt. Sanchez gets away a high punt into the night sky. And it's dropped by Ty. And who has it at the 35-yard line? Both teams think they have it. Hands going either way. It's Ty with the rare mistake, and it's going to be Lowell's football as the Red Raiders avoid disaster. The ball goes off the chest of Brendan Ty. Lancers thought they had it for a second. At the 34-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Foyle, the senior quarterback in the shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers set, 3 to the far side left, 1 back in the backfield. Screen pass, far side caught, and a nice gain on 1st down of about 7 yards. Reception made by, you guessed it, Brendan Ty. He's been involved all over the field on offense and defense. 2nd and 3 coming up after the 7-yard gain. Foyle hands it off up the middle. Nice defense by the Lancer line. Close to a 1st down though on the 2nd effort. Is the running back Kevin Irizarry. Sophomore running back is a yard short. Half a yard short.
Working at their own 43.
Their own 43-yard line. The Red Raiders ready to put a drive together and get on the board here. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. Offside, it's going to be a free play. And it's caught, or no, just at the last second, ripped away by the defensive back, Manuel Lara.
Foyle's pass incomplete. Manuel Lara on the coverage.
Red Raiders will pick up a 1st down on the offsides penalty.
For defensive offsides. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
That's a pretty heads-up play by senior quarterback Aiden Foyle, knowing that he had a free play. Took his time and went for the deep option, looking far side left. And a good job by Lara to break that one up at the last possible moment. But the offside results in a 1st down. 1st and 10, Lowell. Pass to the near side. It's caught by Ty, close to a 1st down. And will the chains move? Looks like Ty comes up just a yard short. 2nd and 1 coming up. Once again, no huddle after the gain of 9. 2nd and 1 now, 4 wide, 2 to either side, 1 back in the backfield. And Irizarry looks like he picked up the 1st down.
He brought down at the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like he's going to get a pretty decent spot there. Lowell looking to the far sideline. Ball looks like is inches short of the first down. So without a huddle, it's 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Foyle. Pass to the far side for Ty. He picks up the first down, and he's going to take that one all the way to the house on 3rd and inches. Touchdown, Red Raiders. It's 8-6 with 6:35 left in the third.
Brendan Ty with a 42-yard touchdown.
42-yard catch and run by Ty.
And the Red
Raiders are on the board here.
8-6 now with the conversion pending. Lowell has a chance to tie the game with a 2-point conversion.
And so let's see if the Red Raiders are going to go for 2. They're down by 2. Foyle in a shotgun formation with an empty backfield. And the Lancers call timeout here, as they have not seen the Red Raiders in the empty backfield formation yet so far tonight. And so they'll take a moment to talk things over here on the near sideline. Folks, we'll take this opportunity to once again thank you for watching LPS Media, and we encourage you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Some facts about our channel: in addition to our YouTube channel, we broadcast on local cable, Comcast Channel 99 and Verizon Channel 41. We are an urban school district here in Lawrence, Massachusetts, serving over 13,000 students in 38 public schools. And since joining YouTube in 2012, our channel has amassed over 750,000 views on over 1,000 videos. We want to thank you for watching LPS Media. It is a pleasure and a privilege to serve this city of Lawrence.
2-point conversion attempt.
So here we go. Huge play in this game. 6:31 to go in the third. Lowell trying to tie it on the 2-point conversion. 8-6 is the score for the moment. Will it remain that way? 4 wide receivers set, 1 back in the backfield. Foyle back to throw, looking across the middle, incomplete, but a flag is down.
Conversion pass attempt is no good, but there's
And
a
let's
penalty
check the flag. Lowell thinks it's holding against the defensive backfield of Lawrence.
Penalty will be against
It is
Lawrence
pass
for
interference against the Lancers.
So
And
that'll
so,
move the ball closer to the goal line.
it does get even
And we
closer
will
to the
replay
goal line.
conversion.
And Lowell will have another chance at it here. They have an opportunity to tie the game with this 2-point conversion attempt. And with the ball a yard closer, could be a running play. Tight formation here for Lowell. Only 1 wide receiver to the near side right. Foyle takes the snap, plowing forward. He's close and he's got it. Tie game, 8-8. The conversion is good on the quarterback keeper.
So thanks to Brendan Ty's 42-yard touchdown reception and Aiden Foyle's conversion rush with a tie ball game, 8-8.
So our scoring summary so far this evening. Got it started in the first half with a safety by Brandon Santel to make it 2-0. Then a 31-yard touchdown reception by Anthony Garcia from Jacob Tamayo. That made it 8-0. And just moments ago here in the second half, third quarter, Ty with a 42-yard touchdown reception to make it 8-6. And then the 2-point conversion by Foyle made it 8-8, and that's where we stand with 6:31 to go here in the third quarter. And we have an injured player down at the goal line. The score here from Lawrence: Lancers 8, Red Raiders 8. We're going to take a short injury timeout, and we'll be right back with the rest of the second half.
Right, mi cariño. So like I said, everything I learned about cooking, I learned from Grandma's empanadas. Shall we go again?
Yep.
Mix beef with the onions with the peppers with the paprika with the garlic with the oregano with the cumin. Got it?
Got it.
Throw in the olives, stir, season, stir again, pour out the flour, roll out the dough, make a circle, drop in a fistful of filling, fold over, press down, and ta-da!
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. We want to thank you for joining us here on LPS Media, whether you're watching on Comcast Channel 99 or Verizon Channel 41. We've got the Red Raiders in town against your Lancers after the injury timeout. It's 8-8 with Manuel Lara returning the kickoff after the Lowell touchdown, and Lara with an excellent return, breaking tackles on his own side of the field. A return of about 28 yards, and with 6:22 to go here in the third quarter, let's see if the Lancers can answer back after Ty scored on a 42-yard touchdown reception. Lancers huddling up here. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's a 4 wide receiver set for Tamayo. Pistol formation with Vargas behind Tamayo. 3 wide to the near side left. Tamayo takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Vargas. No room to work with whatsoever. Great defense up front. Loss of about a yard. Feliz on the tackle for Lowell. Rolling under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter of a tie ball game, 8-8. Lancers getting there, 8 from a safety and a touchdown. Lowell getting their 8 from a touchdown and 2-point conversion. 2nd and 11 coming up. Lancers need to get it to their own 48 to pick up a first. 4 wide, 3 to the far side right. Tamayo takes the shotgun snap, passing deep down the far right sideline, looking for Garcia. And it's incomplete. Clean play, no flags down. Garcia, double coverage over there on the far side, some safety help over the top. He can't haul it in. Vargas comes back to the near sideline and Santel into the game. 3rd and 11 for the Lancers. Again, they need to get it to their own 48 to pick up a first. Four wide receiver set, 3 to the near side left. Santel, the lone running back. Tamayo takes the snap. Scrambling to his left, Tamayo with a little bit of room to work with. And he's going to be stopped short of the first down, getting it to the 44, maybe 45-yard line. He's going to come up just a bit short. 4th down coming up. Didn't even get it to the 45, it looks like. Line of scrimmage is the 43 after the scramble by Tamayo. That brings up 4th down and 5 with 5:12 to go here in the third. Tied up at 8. And Sanchez is back to punt. And you guessed it, Brendan Ty back to receive. Here's the punt. High into the night sky again. Ball takes a Lancer bounce, and it's going to be downed at about the 28-yard line of Lowell, and that is where Aiden Foyle and the Red Raiders will take over.
This game is being broadcast live on LPS Media on both Comcast Channel 99 and Verizon Channel 41. You can access LPS Media all day, anything. Check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Download the app on your phone, open up your browser, and you can watch thousands of videos from around the Lawrence Public Schools, including a replay of this game. Relive the highlights and watch this game again. Anytime on LPS Media.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Aiden Foyle and the Red Raiders back to work on offense. Screen pass to the far side is caught, and that is going to be just out of bounds as Ty thought he had another long touchdown. And he comes close to the first down. It's going to be a gain of 9. And his left foot went out of bounds. 1 yard short of the first down. Almost broke that one off for a long touchdown. Now without a huddle, handoff up the middle, first down. Lowell offense is rolling here now in the second half. Lancers need to come up with a stop if they want to keep this thing tied. Arizari on the carry. The sophomore running back picks up the first down. New line of scrimmage after the first down is the 43-yard line. Lancers need to find a way to defend that bubble screen out to Brendan Tye. They've gotten burned many times on that play. And the Lancer defense wants to call timeout to talk things over here. Timeout comes with 4:13 to go in the third quarter. The score 8-8. Lowell so far this season started off the season with 3 straight losses, losing at Billerica in a pretty epic shootout, 54-49. They lost to North Andover, they lost to Methuen, defeated Chelmsford 21-0, and they're coming off a 40-0 loss right here at this stadium against Central Catholic, and whistles before the first down snap here. That play is whistled dead as flag is down. And it's going to be a false start. And Lowell is called for the illegal procedure. First and 10 becomes first and 15. And after the penalty, new line of scrimmage is the 38. Man in motion is Tye. Tye takes the sweep. Going for the sideline, and he's brought down at the 40, maybe 41-yard line, a pickup of 2. They give him three yards on the carry. And second and 12 comes up for the Raiders. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third. 40-yard line, the new line of scrimmage. Once again, Red Raiders working without a huddle. Here's the snap to Foyle. Time to throw. Throws near side, and it's dropped. Number 11, David Brito Reyes, unable to haul that one in, and he got hurt. Not sure what the injury was. He did drop it. Now he's up and good to go. And Brito Reyes is going to head to the sideline. He tweaked something, and he's going to get a moment to walk it off. We'll see if he comes back into the game. Third down and long for the Red Raiders. 13 needed to pick up the first. Let's see if they can get it. They've got 3 to the far side left. Foyle looking that way, fires deep down the sideline, wide open. The catch is made, and a first down for the Raiders. And guess who caught it? Brendan Tye once again. You would think the Lancers would want to get perhaps some double coverage on Brendan Tye. Easily the most dangerous weapon on the Red Raider offense, but Tye was wide open on 3rd and 12. And on first down, Arizari plows it up the middle. Solid gain on first down as Santel makes the tackle. 3 yards picked up on first down. 2nd and 7 coming up. Again, working without a huddle. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to either side, and another timeout called by Lawrence High School. Timeout comes with 3:01 to play in the third quarter. The score, Lancers 8, Red Raiders 8. Folks, we want to thank you for watching the MVC on LPS Media. The Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association would like to remind you that it is committed to good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship, citizenship, and responsibility are the trademarks of high school activities. Support school activities with your own display of good sportsmanship and help encourage America's youth to participate in athletic competitions. Support your local high school. See the future of America on display by attending high school competitions in your community. This message brought to you by the MIAA. Lancers calling timeout once again on defense. 2nd and 8 coming up on the Lancer 39. It's a 4 wide receiver set with 2 to either side, 1 back in the backfield. Foyle looking to throw over the middle, and it's overthrown. Lowell could have had an easy 6 as Rashawn Settles had a couple of steps on the defensive back, but Aiden Foyle overthrew him. Aiden Foyle will really want that play back. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Red Raiders. Same formation. This time the running back in the pistol formation though. And Foyle looking to the sideline for an audible. Brendan Ty goes in motion. And Ty is going to line up on the near side right slot position. And Lowell is going to have to call timeout. Timeout comes with 2:32 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, the score, Lancers 8, Red Raiders 8. Big 3rd down coming up here. Red Raiders need to pick up 8 yards. Let's see if it's 4 down territory for the Red Raiders, but first it's 3rd down and 8. Ty signaling with his right hand to the bench. Lowell having trouble getting a play in here, even after the timeout. Look for Ty in the near side slot. Foyle back to throw under pressure. Foyle is gonna bring it up to about the 34-yard line or so. He's out of bounds, and it's going to be 4th down. Couldn't quite get it inside the 35. He stepped out right on the 35-yard line. And another huge 4th down play. No huddle. It's 4th and 4 for the Red Raiders. Can they keep the drive alive? Again, going for the sideline is Aiden Foyle, looking for a play. With the clock rolling here, under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Brendan Ty, the near side slot receiver. And once again, Lowell can't get it together. They have to call timeout, 4th and 4. Timeout comes with 1:38 to go here in the 3rd. The score 8-8. Folks, once again, thank you for watching the MVC on LPS Media. Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association would like to remind you that more than 200,000 students will participate in approximately 100,000 high school sporting competition across the MIAA's 360 member schools this year. We encourage you to support your local high school's athletic programs and the students who participate in them. Once again, this message brought to you by LPS Media and the MIAA. Huge play coming up in this 3rd quarter. 1:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tied up at 8. 4th down and 4. Can the Raiders keep the drive alive? Faking the handoff is Foyle, throwing to a wide open receiver. And Rashawn Settles picks up the 1st down for Lowell. Nice fake and a nice catch, nice throw. All around good offense by Lowell. It took them long enough, but they finally got the play that they wanted to. And they convert the 4th down. 1st and 10 Red Raiders from the Lancer 30. Shotgun snap to Foyle. It's a handoff up the middle for Kevin Irizarry. Let's see what Irizarry was able to get. Not too much on 1st down. They give him 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8 from the Lancer 28-yard line. Foyle again in the shotgun, hands it off to Irizarry. Pushing it forward. 3rd down coming up now for the Red Raiders. Pretty manageable 3rd down situation. 3rd and 4 needed to pick up the 1st down. Without a huddle, goes Lowell. Irizarry still in the backfield for Foyle. 3 wide receiver set. Irizarry on the carry. Looked like Foyle couldn't quite decide if he wanted to keep it or hand it off. And that indecision results in a loss of yardage. Lozada tackled for a loss. Excellent play. And it brings up another 4th down. Red Raiders need to pick up about 5, a long 5 yards to get the first. We are in the final moments here of quarter number 3 from Lawrence. Another big time 4th down coming up here late in the 3rd quarter. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, the score, your Lawrence High School Lancers 8, Lowell High School Red Raiders 8. All tied up at 8 here with 11 minutes to go between the 0-4 Lancers and the 1-4 Red Raiders. We go to the 4th quarter here on LPS Media. Remember, we are your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics, and we want to thank you for joining us, whether it's on Comcast Channel 99, Verizon Channel 41, or on YouTube. We broadcast 24 hours a day, covering events at all of the wonderful Lawrence Public Schools. Some of our regular programming, of course, includes LHS Sports and theatrical productions. You can check out LPS Media on YouTube all day, every day, on any device. Get the app or open up your favorite browser and you can watch over 1,000 videos from the last 6 years. We are ready for the final 11 minutes of this game. Tied up at 8, and what a way to start off the 4th quarter with a 4th down and 5 for the Raiders. Lowell looking for another big-time 4th down conversion. 4 wide receivers set, 3 to the far side right. Brendan Ty lined up on the near side left. And of course, Foyle looking to the near side left, going for Ty in traffic. He can't come up with the catch. Incomplete pass. Ty had a chance at it, and the Lancers force a turnover on downs. Lancer football here, 1st and 10. Pretty much everyone in the stadium knowing that that ball was going to Brendan Ty on the near side left, including Manuel Lara in coverage. In the last moment, able to knock that ball away. And Tamayo and the Lancers will take over. 10:54 to go here in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 26-yard line of Lawrence. Tamayo back to throw, short pass caught by Proc. Very short gain.
4-yard pickup.
Picks up about 4 yards on 1st down. New line of scrimmage is 30.
Tackle for Lowell. 2nd down and 6 for the Lancers at their own 30.
Lancers taking their time as they have been all night, huddling up, approaching the line of scrimmage in a shotgun formation with 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. That's Brandon Santel in the backfield for Jacob Tamayo. Tamayo hands it off. Santel doesn't get much. A yard, maybe 2 for Santel. And 3rd down coming up.
Third down and 5 now for the
On their
Lancers.
own side of the field, on their own 31-yard line, the Lancers need to pick up 5 to keep the drive alive. Under 10 minutes to go in the game now. Lancers huddling. Lowell lines up in their 4-3 defense as they have all night. Maya with 3 wide to the near side right. Lara goes in motion, and that could be an encroachment penalty against Lowell. And that would be very, very useful for the Lancers. It is, in fact, encroachment on the defense. It could be a first down. If it's not, it's going to be really, really close.
5-yard penalty.
Oh, it's just short. It looks like the Lancers are going to be inches short of the first down. Could be a measurement type situation. It looks like it's going to be third down in inches, but we'll see if the referees want to measure this thing. They do, and here comes the chain gang from the far side of the field to measure this thing.
Updating that Central Methuen score.
This is going to be really, really close.
Catholic now leads the Rangers 28-0.
It's third down.
Methuen next Friday night.
It's third down if the Lancers don't have it here. Very close, just an inch short.
Lawrence is just shy of the first down, so it's third down and inches.
So third and inches coming up. Lancers need just an inch or two to pick up the first down. And although they are on their own side of the field, it might be a little bit risky here in a tie game to try and go for it on fourth down. But it's third down here. And we're going to have a conference here between the referees and head coach Randy Audate, 29-year-old Lancer head coach, former Merrimack College linebacker, talking to the referees here, making sure everything is on the level before this big third and inches play. Unofficial scoreboard showing 9:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. Just a minor delay here as the referees talk things over as we await this third and inches play. Referee still chatting, standing at about the 35-yard line, talking it over. The line of scrimmage, the Lancer 35.5-yard line. They need to get it to the 36. They're really just an inch or two away from picking up that first down after the offside penalty. Lancers need to pick up a conversion here. Tamayo under center, he's gonna plow it forward, and it looks like he got the push that he needed. Should be a first down for the Lancers. Indeed, it's a first down. Great call by the Lancers. Tamayo has been in the shotgun all night. Line of scrimmage after the first down run by Tamayo is the 37-yard line. First and 10, just over 9 minutes to go here in the ball game. Santel remains in the backfield for Tamayo. Four wide receiver set, two to either side. Tamayo's gonna throw near side, and there's a flag down. The reception is made for a gain of about 4 yards. Catch is made by Proc here on the near side. Flags are down. That's gonna be another penalty against Lawrence.
Penalty will go against Lawrence.
And for the third time tonight, the Lancers are called for a chop block. A 15-yard penalty and replay of first down. It's first down and 25. Wonder what the Lancers will be working on in practice this week. Perhaps not committing chop blocks. So the Lancers need to get it all the way up to their own 47 to pick up a first. Four wide receivers set for the Lancers, three to the far side left. Tamayo's gonna throw to the far side, finds the soft spot in the defense, and there goes Manny Lara, and he is brought down at the 42. Exactly what the Lancers needed on first down and 25. Lara trying to break that one loose. Nice job by Tamayo to make the throw under a little bit of pressure. Manny Lara couldn't get the last man to miss, otherwise he had some green out in front of him. But that is very useful, 20 yards for the Lancers. 2nd and 5 coming up. Four wide, two to either side. Santel in the backfield for Jacob. He takes the snap, throws it near side, incomplete. Intended for Asensio, and that's going to be 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5 for Lawrence. Updating that Haverhill Andover High score.
Another big-time 3rd down coming up here.
The host Phillies now lead the Golden Warriors 24-3. That game in the 4th quarter.
And here we go. Again, the Lancers need to get it to the 47. Tamayo stares into the 4-3 defense. 3 wide to the far side left. Here's Jacob, takes the snap, fires. Caught, but the tackle is made. What a great tackle by Lowell at the 45. Lara comes up short. Lancers need 2 yards here. 4th and 2. And what do the Lancers want to do here? On their own side of the field, it's 4th and 2. Looks like the punting unit is coming on. Really tough call, but on your own side of the field in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter, you gotta put it in the hands of your defense. The Lancers putting a lot of faith into their defense, and Sanchez will be back to punt. And of course, the dangerous Brendan Ty is back to return the punt. Snap is good, but we have flags and a false start against the Lancers. And so that's just going to be 5 yards back. 4th and 2 becomes 4th and 7. And the field position gets that much better for Lowell. New line of scrimmage for the punt is the Lancer 40. High snap, Sanchez has it, plenty of time to punt, gets it away, good punt. Takes a Lowell bounce, and it's going to be down at the 33-yard line of Lowell.
Punt is down by Asensio at the 34-yard line. Red Raider ball, they'll have 1st and 10. 6 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter.
4th quarter action, the line of scrimmage will be the 34-yard line of Lowell. Just over 6 minutes to go. 'Tense moments here at Lawrence High. Robert Fitzgerald Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium. This game hanging in the balance right now. 8-8 the score. Lowell football Now under 6 minutes to go. Throw and catch. And you guessed it, Brendan Ty wide open again. And he comes close to a first down. Yes, he gets the first down, 11-yard gain. Lancers really need to think about putting two guys on Brendan Ty. He's finding the soft spot in the defense repeatedly here in this second half. 4 wide for the Red Raiders. One back in the backfield for Aiden Foyle. Foyle takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Lancer defense was ready, and progress was stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Giovanni Murray. Murray pretty fired up about that tackle. Gain of less than a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Red Raiders here as we get close to 5 minutes remaining in the game. The entirety of the Red Raider offense staring at the sideline here looking for a play. Looks like they have it, and they're ready to go on 2nd and 9. 4 wide, 2 to either side, 1 back in the backfield. And Irizarry gets it and he falls forward.
Irizarry on the carry. Stop that for a short gain.
Short gain of just over a yard. 3rd down coming up for the Red Raiders. 8 needed to pick up the first. Lazada on the tackle for the Lancers. They give him another yard, so 3rd and 7. Lowell trying to get it to the Lancer 45. Just over 4 minutes to go in regulation. Foyle back to throw on 3rd down. Steps up, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted by Manuel Lara. Looking for Brito Reyes was Aiden Foyle. Brito Reyes had a step on Lara. The ball was underthrown, and Lara almost came up with a pick. Menezes is back to punt for the Red Raiders here on 4th and 7. And the punt takes a Red Raider bounce, and the Lancers will be backed up deep in their own territory after the 35-yard punt. No return. And here we go. 3:51 to go in the ball game. The Lancers have the ball back. And they've got a chance to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter, but they're gonna need to put together quite a drive starting from their own 18-yard line. They need 82 yards. Four wide receivers set for the Lancers, 3 to the far side left. Tamayo, of course, in the shotgun. Single coverage on the near side. Tamayo steps up in the pocket, nowhere to go. And a sack for the Red Raiders. It's going to be 2nd down and long. Loss of about 6 yards on the sack. Nice job by Calorie on the sack. Ryan Calorie, the 6'1", 285 senior captain on the defensive line with the sack. Tamayo with no room to step up in the pocket. And it's 2nd and long here for Tamayo and the Lancers. Nice misdirection play. Lara with a little bit of room picks up about 4 yards or so. 3rd and long coming up for the Lancers. Need to pick up some yardage here on 3rd and long. Otherwise, the Raiders will have very good field position late in this ball game.
Third down now for one.
Lancers bring Proc back into the game. Santel. Anthony Alvarez back into the game for the Lancers as Santel comes out. Proc and Alvarez on the near side right. 3rd and 13. Lancers in desperate need of yardage, at least for field position purposes. Here's Tamayo, takes the shotgun snap. Looking for Vargas. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Flips it out to Vargas. Vargas comes close to the first down marker, but he's short. Oh boy. Jacob Tamayo playing with fire there. Risky flip pass to Vargas. And 4th and 3. And Sanchez is on to punt.
Punt team comes on the field for the Lancers.
Sanchez gets ready to punt it. And Brendan Ty gets ready to return it. Brendan Ty responsible for the lone touchdown tonight for the Red Raiders. Lancers getting their 8 from a Santel safety and a 31-yard touchdown reception by Anthony Garcia. And Ty had a 42-yard touchdown catch and run. A 2-point conversion by Foyle made it 8-8. That's where we stand here with 2:18 to go in the ball game. All tied up. Lancers faced with a 4 and 3 deep in their own territory, line of scrimmage, their own 25. And Sanchez will punt it to Brendan Ty.
Sanchez back to punt. Ty deep to receive.
Snap is good. Sanchez with the punt. And it's loose as Ty almost lost the football, and it looks like Lowell recovered. And the referees talk things over here. Looks like no flags down. Ty had called for the fair catch. Touched the ball, went loose. Lowell fell on it. And it looks like it's gonna be Red Raider ball. Right about midfield. The referee's gonna huddle up and talk things over here with 2:08 to go in the ball game. Lancer defense is gonna be called upon for one more stop. Lancer's called for a penalty here. Perhaps could be for a fair catch interference, perhaps. Even though it looks like Ty was gonna run with it. After the penalty, line of scrimmage is the 46-yard line of Lawrence, 1st and 10. Can the Lancer defense come up with a big-time stop here? Foyle running around, telling his offensive line what to do here. Calling for the snap now. 4 wide. Receiver set. He's going to hand it off up the middle. All kinds of room for Irizarry. Picks up 6 yards on 1st down. Nice hole for him to work with. Santos on the tackle for the Lancers. And we have an injured Lancer, and that's Lenny Asensio, writhing in pain on the 31-yard line. Holding an arm, hand, maybe a wrist or a finger. And Asensio is struggling right now on the 31-yard line with 1:45 to go here in the game. Score tied up here, 8-8. Lancers and Red Raiders going at it. 1:45 left in the ball game. We're going to take a short injury timeout here on LPS Media. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back with the remainder of the fourth quarter.
Hey, this job looks perfect. It says you need people skills?
Check.
Driver's license?
Check.
And a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
You are good to go.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. After the injury timeout, Lenny Asensio to the near sideline. Looks like he's going to be all right. Second down, over the middle. Pass is broken up. Nice defense there by Proc. And coverage. He was looking for Brito Reyes. Couldn't find him. Nice coverage there. Avion Proc, former Lowell Red Raider. Playing pretty well tonight against his former team. Third down and 4 coming up for Lowell. Could be 4 down territory. And once again, waiting for a play from the sideline. Aiden Foyle in the shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set, 1 back in the backfield here. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. The lefty Foyle fires near side and it's caught. Should be a first down for Lowell. Rashawn Settles hauls it in. And the chains will move here. 1:33 to go in the ball game.
So it's first and 10 now for the Raiders. They're at the line of 32.
No huddle for Lowell. Foyle keeps it and he's got room to work with. Foyle up the middle. First down and more for Lowell. He gets inside the 15-yard line. Foyle bringing it up to about the 12-yard line, and the Lancers want to call timeout here. They're going to put in their red zone defense. Timeout comes with the unofficial time remaining 1 minute, 19 seconds to go in the ball game. It's first and 10. Lowell can still pick up a first down at the Lancer 3-yard line as Asensio is back into the game after the injury. Here we go, Lancers trying to keep the Red Raiders out of the end zone here in the final moments of this ball game. Just over a minute remaining. Foyle in the shotgun, 1 back in the backfield, 4 wide, looking near side, wide open, touchdown to Rashawn Settles. All kinds of room to work with. Foyle straight to Rashawn Settles with nobody covering him. Right on the A of the Lancers logo in the end zone. And that might be the easiest touchdown pass Aiden Foyle will ever throw.
The Red Raiders lead 14-8 with the conversion back.
And here comes the point after attempt. Ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Michael Menezes knocks it through, and it's 15-8. Lancers lead by 7 here. Here's our scoring summary so far from Lawrence. Brandon Santel got the Lancers on the board with a safety to make it 2-0, then a 31-yard touchdown reception by Anthony Garcia from Jacob Tamayo to make it 8-0. And in the second half, Brendan Ty, 42-yard 52-yard touchdown reception to make it 8-6. Two-point conversion by Aiden Foyle. And just a moment ago, a 13-yard touchdown catch by Rashawn Settles. PAT was good to make it 15-8, a 7-point lead for the Red Raiders. The Lancers have less than a minute to work with. Squib kick, and the Lancers will get pretty decent field position, all things considered. They'll start the drive off from their own 35-yard line.
Covered by Lawrence around the 35-yard line. First and 10 Lancers. 55 seconds remaining.
Approximately 55 seconds to go here in the game. The Lancers need 65 yards within a minute. Do the Lancers have the magic tonight? We are about to find out as Tamayo has the play from the sideline. Keep your eyes peeled for Lara, number 1, Garcia, number 2, Proc, number 18, and Alvarez, number 26, the wide receivers. Let's see what kind of routes they run here in this 4 wide receiver set. Tamayo heaves it deep down the near sideline. Garcia has the catch! Anthony Garcia makes the catch! Anthony Garcia has it in the red zone! He might have even been interfered with, but he hauls it in anyways. And TD Garcia and the Lancers are in business with under 50 seconds to go in the ball game. What a throw and what a catch by Anthony Garcia. 45 seconds left.
A 55-yard pass completion.
55-yard reception by TD Garcia. First and 10 Lancers. Lancers in the red zone now. Tamayo back to throw on first down. He's got time. Throws to the end zone. Wide open was Lara. Incomplete, just slightly overthrown.
Pass intended for Manny Lara, incomplete. Second down and 10 Lawrence at the Lowell 20.
37 seconds left here in this ball game. Unbelievable game it has been, filled with memorable moments. And do the Lancers have the magic tonight? 37 seconds to go here, second and 10 from the 20. 4 wide receiver set, Santel in the backfield, and we're gonna have a timeout called by Lowell, and a moment for everyone to catch their breath here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. What a game it's been so far. Lancers getting their 8 points from a safety by Santel. 31-yard touchdown by Garcia. Second half, it's been all Red Raiders. 15 unanswered points. Brendan Ty, a 42-yard touchdown reception. Aiden Foyle, the 2-point conversion. And with Brendan Ty covered by the entirety of the Lancer defensive backfield, Sean Settles was wide open for a 13-yard touchdown reception. The extra point was good to make it 15-8. And that's where we stand here. Lancers faced with a second and 10 at the Lowell 20 after the 55-yard reception by Anthony Garcia. 37 seconds to go here. Tamayo in the backfield with Brandon Santel to his right. Tamayo takes the shotgun snap, back to throw, steps up. He's gonna throw to the back of the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, Lawrence High! Touchdown, Lawrence High! And the Lancers are within 1.
Anthony Garcia with a
His second touchdown of the game. Anthony Garcia hauled it in ever so calmly in the back of the end zone. A 20-yard touchdown. And now what a decision for head coach Randy Audate and the Lancers. Do they go for the glory? Do they go for the win and go for 2? Or do they go for the extra point? Timeout called by Lawrence High School with the score, Red Raiders 15 and the Lancers 14.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org.
Unbelievable game here at Lawrence High School. Just an amazing effort by the Lancers tonight, fighting to the finish. And what are they going to do here? Lancers send in the offense. Looks like they're going for the glory. 2 points to win, perhaps. Here's the snap. Tamayo goes to the end zone, and he comes up just short. Jacob Tamayo couldn't quite rush it in.
No good.
Just an inch short, just about. Jacob Tamayo came up just short, and what can you say? The Lancers fighting to the finish here, and they come up just 1 yard short here tonight. 29 seconds remaining in the game. The Lancers down by 1. And it's a heartbreaking moment here for Lancer fans. Not over yet, though. They can still go for the onside kick. Jacob Tamayo coming up just a yard short on the quarterback keeper. The Lancer sideline thought they had it, but the Lowell defense knew right away, sprinting up the field in celebration. Their lead is safe. 15-14 here with under 30 seconds to go. And the Lancers are going to have to go for the onside kick. So here we go, 29 seconds to go here in the ball game. Lowell High leading by 1. 15-14 the score. Lancers will go for the onside kick here. Needs to go 10 yards. It doesn't even come close. And Lowell is going to pick up a thrilling victory here in Lawrence. 15-14. And they'll be able to just kneel down on the ball to finish this game off, but what a game it was. Brandon Santel, a safety to start us off. 31-yard touchdown by Anthony Garcia. In the second half, Brendan Ty, a 42-yard touchdown reception. 2-point conversion by Aiden Foyle. 32-yard touchdown reception by Rashawn Settles. PAT was good. Lancers getting a total of 75 yards from Anthony Garcia, 55-yard reception, and then a 20-yard touchdown reception by Garcia. The 2-point conversion was no good as Jacob Tamayo on the quarterback keeper came up 1 yard short. An amazing football game. One of the best football games we have ever broadcasted here on LPS Media. It's been a pleasure. It's been a privilege. It's been a heartbreaking night. The rivalry continues and Lowell wins it tonight. The final score for the final time, Red Raiders 15, Lawrence High Lancers 14. Folks, we want to thank you for joining us here on this LPS Media broadcast. For my entire crew, my name is Jay Oza, and we'll see you next time.